O sio nagod Wade Blevins dawadong galele ticket o kohig jalagigantin no unole dawadong kohig nugsko tong ine jalagia de lo quaste. Today is our 43rd Cherokee lesson. My name is Wade Blevins, and this is Cherokee 3 here at RSU TV. I'm really happy to be here, and hopefully you're eager to learn a little bit more. So as always, today we've kind of gotten ourselves in the middle of these two big stories, right? We've got this story about the pretty patterned snake, and then we've got this informational paragraph concerning Tojuwa Sequinid, and both of them I feel like are very, very helpful for us as far as language learning goes. I know for myself, also as a language learner, it helps me, even if they're words I already know or that I'm already familiar with. It's always good to hear them again, or to hear them in different contexts, or used in slightly different ways. That's kind of the interesting thing about the Cherokee language, is that you can use words in different contexts, and sometimes they're in contexts that we don't really think about using them in English. For example, the word tikanega. That's I always use that, or I had always heard that for tying your shoes, And I think literally it's kind of to bind it up or to fasten it up or something, like fasten them kind of thing. And so I try to use Cherokee as often as I can with my daughter. So I was talking to one of the speakers, and I said, well, how would you talk about, how would you tell somebody, fasten your seatbelt, And so she's like, well, she said, I just use tikanega, because that's, to kind of fasten it up, tie it up, bind it up kind of thing. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that works. So that's the word that we use at home whenever I tell my daughter, because when we get in the car, that's the first thing I have to tell her is, tikanega, put your seatbelt down. Because, of course, she doesn't like putting your seatbelt on. So I have to tell her every single time. And so, but now I'm making myself be okay with that and not get frustrated because I have to tell her every time. Because now I get to tell her in Cherokee, and it's just that much more repetition for her. So, and I want to encourage you, those of you at home, if you are teaching somebody at home, if you're teaching a child or a grandchild or, niece or nephew or whoever it might be, just have patience. Don't worry about it. And so I'm going to just take a few minutes and kind of tell you my own experience. I started teaching my daughter right from the beginning. And of course, I'm not a first language speaker. I'm a learner as well. And so I don't say every single thing to her in Cherokee, but things that we use that are very, very common. Put your shoes on, tie your shoes, get up, wake up. Are you ready? Do you have to go to the bathroom? Are you hungry? Go get that, go get in the car, get out of the car, brush your hair, wash your face, do you want something to drink? All of that kind of stuff. We use, almost always. I have since she was a baby. And so as a result, I got very, very frustrated because as a result, she understands a lot of Cherokee, but she will never use it. And I would, try to encourage her, to use Cherokee more often. And she was like, no, I don't want to. It's too hard. I can't do it, I'm just, and in speaking with other people who have tried to teach their children, dual language at the same time, they've had similar experiences. I have a friend who she's a Mandarin teacher. Her children are Chinese, of course, and she's spoken to her children in Mandarin since they were born. And she said, they refused to speak Mandarin back to me. They would speak English. But I'm here to tell you, just keep doing it. Don't get mad. Don't get angry about it. Don't, try to force the situation. Just keep using your Cherokee to them. Keep using it. When the opportunities arise, you can talk about why it's important. You can, and that's kind of what has happened with us. She's 8 now, and we've had an opportunity to talk about why our language is important and why it's important that she know our language. And so now she understands, and she is starting to use more Cherokee, and that's why I'm telling you, just keep at it. It may take 8 years to do, but she is now finally at the point in her learning where, she's starting to use her language more. So, so for those of you that are using this to help teach other people, just keep at it. It may take a while, but it's just going to be, it will happen, and you just got to keep plugging away at it, okay? So anyway, so today we're going to continue with our pretty pattern snake story, and then we will continue with our story about Tojuo Sikunit. So come, idalena jalagi demoni. All right, so I'm going to read this slow. Go ahead and follow along, and we'll just do the best we can, okay? All right. U wo du he un za de inata. Ko hi chike sage he kano hi li don he ni kai go husteno a hyo hi he osta agisti galujik. Sawu e gan e a yi san ji guan ju hyo tlai u go heno u sti inada gan ke no hulti u wo du zahi un je inada una je inada u wo du hi un za di ale u dan di ni go ste di con di gano hi li don hi no u le wis tane u ktos tane u yo si ske di con di ji squano dun ne le a si nuen daku hila skeno nuna to dagu nun do daku na i se ji stu de gane he ju hyo tla I u go he inata I gan ke u wo du hi u don di ni go ste a se no I na hi u ta sa hi ji stu no du na ne le hi ano nu we se o si o iu we na se no tle hi no kano hi li do hi iu go he inata u ton na gu ge se a se no u don ti ni go ste a le u yo si ske ni go ste Gano hi li don I. G no. Dekane he I. Ule hui stane. Una ne le I. I na to. G na. Kawoki. Na kule kano hi li do hi juwe na sa. We are te wak te a hui we are te a hui ni no dali se he na kuno excuse me na kuno uwo du hi un sa te inata uwe kwa chen a le si gu di kanti uyo si ske gano hi li do hino uwe do li je ton a hui una ne le uwa hiesti juwe na sano te gone yawe dinali ski si sai dinali ski si dinali ski si sa dinali ski si sai unal ski sti dige sai. Sometimes these tongue twisters just get me all twisted up. Okay. Ni gada ani sanoi uni lu zei. Okay, this is a really short sentence. And some of you may be at the point in your acquisition where this is making a little sense. Ni gada ani sanoi uni lu zei. Okay. Ni gada, all or everyone. Ani sanoi. Okay, you might know the sanoi part, night. Ani sanoi, the night people, right? That's kind of literally what this means, and this is referring to what nowadays they call the nighthawks or the katuas, right? Uni lu tse I. Okay, they arrived. Okay, Nikota ani sanoi uni lu tse. Okay, so all of the nighthawks came. Na hiu no sanoi anal ski ske a chi lei go tan dani no gi ske ju we ti di kano gi sti. Okay. Na hiu no sanoi anal ski ske a chi lei go tan dani no gi ske ju we ti di kano gi sti. Okay, so nahi, you know, that no means, of course, and then, and then at that time, sanoi, at night, anal ski ske, they were dancing. Aji lei, at the fire. Go tan, fire again, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second. Dani no giske, they were singing. Jueti, old. Dikano gisti, songs. They were singing old songs. Okay? So there's a really puzzling thing in this sentence. It says, "A chi lei go ten." Both of those words mean fire. Okay? Some people, and depending on what speakers you ask, they will tell you different things on what means what. Some people say, well, the gotan, that's like a cooking fire or a warming fire. Some people will say, well, one means the flame part of the fire, and one means the coals or the bed of it. And so to be honest, I think there is a difference between the two words. For most first language speakers, these two words are not used interchangeably. There are certain instances when they'll use one or the other. However, it's such a intrinsic, subliminal, subconscious kind of thing that whenever you ask a first language person to explain to you the difference, they're like, well, there's a difference, and I know what the difference is, but I can't tell you what it means. So this is one of those things where you just and I'm starting to kind of get that sense, sort of, and just if you have speakers around, ask them, well, how does that mean to you, or whatever, and don't do it in a rude way. Just hopefully you have a good enough relationship with those people that they understand that you're not questioning what they're telling you. It's just you're trying to understand it yourself. You're trying to get a grasp on it. And so sometimes you have to ask more than one question, or the same question in different ways, in order to get at it. So whenever I was talking to one of the speakers about this sentence, I said, well, I know what every single one of these words means, but I don't understand why the word fire is in there twice and in two different ways. And they were like, it's kind of like they're explaining or describing the fire. And that's why it's there twice, because they're like, I don't know, maybe like the flames of the fire, or a fiery fire. I don't know, but they were like, it makes, in Cherokee, whenever you say that in Cherokee, it makes sense. But if you translate it to English, it kind of sounds kind of strange. And so just be aware that it is in there twice. And it serves two different functions. What those functions are, I'm not a speaker, so I can't really explain to you what it is, but I can tell you what speakers have told me, and what they've told me is that one of the words in here kind of is descriptive of the fire. So, nahi at that time, sonoi, at night on al skiske, they were dancing. Achilai gotan, they were dancing at the fire flames. Let's say that, okay? Just to acknowledge that there are two fire words in there, okay? So let's just say they were dancing at the flames of the fire. They were dancing around the flames of the fire. Let's say that. That sounds halfway decent in English. So, Dani no giske, they were singing juweti, old Dikanogi songs. Okay, let's see how close we got. Then at that time at night, they danced at the fire and sang old songs. So there we go. So see, we got there. So, nahi sanoi anal skiske atilai gotan dani no giske juweti dikanogi. Okay, so let's see if you can read it with me. Let's read it slowly. Let's read it 3 times. We'll do it super, super slow. Then we'll do it slightly faster, and then we'll do it a little faster, okay? Na hi yu no sanoi anal ski ske a ji lai go ten dani no gi ske ju we ti di kano gi sti na hi yu no sanoi anal ski ske a ji lai go ten dani no gi ske ju we ti di kano gi sti na hi yu no sanoi anal ski ske a ji lai go ten dani no gi ske ju we ti kano gi sti. Okay? So, see, the more you read it, the more it kind of starts to flow for you, hopefully. Just keep at it. All right. Inata. Inata. Ulu te. Du wis tane ino. Gwadeida. Yawe anal skiska. Okay. Du wis tane ino. Okay. Inata. That's the snake. Ulute. The snake came. He arrived. Du wis tane ino. And then, the no means then. Du wis tane. He du wis tane. He surrounded them. He went around them. Maybe he went around them. Du wis tane. Gwadeid. All around. Yahweh. People, the humans. Anal skiska. That were dancing, the dancing people. Okay, let's see how close we were. So the snake arrived and then surrounded them of where the people were dancing. So inot ulute du wis tane ino gwadeid Yahweh anal skiska. Okay, inot ulute du wis tane ino gwadeid Yahweh anal skiska. Okay. So inot, of course, we're pretty. Hopefully, you're pretty familiar with that word by now. Inot, snake. Ulute. That's ulute means they came, they arrived, they got there. In some cases, they'll translate it as they went. So du wis tane ino. Okay, du wis tane. Surrounded them. Okay. Gwadeid. And that's gwadeid means it's like all around them. Everywhere, everything. Gwadeid is kind of an interesting little word. Yahweh, people, anal skiska, where they were dancing. Okay. So now, the story is starting to get interesting, isn't it? Okay. So, let's continue with our Tojuwa Sequanid, and let's see what else we can learn there. So I'll read through it. Again, if you're getting bored with this first part of it, then that means that you're in a decent place. So you're learning a bit, right? So Hiolegis hia askaya ayetli chikadog. Niole Ganyik, Redbird Smith, do don't eh? Tojuwa Sequanid, do don't eh? Talaki Gante. Sida Ojali Heliga. He in Julsked Askaya. Sagu Iyagayul Tanel Skoitsko Higskohe Udene Tojuwa Sequanid. Kohichik Guye Gwone Sone La Du Sine Ojali Heli Gon Udeti Yiska Klaskin Do yogan do udeti yiska. Tojuwa Sequanid udeti yiska yinustan. Ani geduwagi. Ani yawiya. Gati yo anego. Gadoke. Tojuwa Sequanid ulskejik. Tojuwa udod Pig Smith do don't eh? Sequanid zalagi ganti do don't eh? Only Smith ani yone do no eh? Ase gotlan aski chike sen yusti. Tojuwa uji Lizzie Hildebrand do don't eh? Ijula atalagi ale ade jitge sen. Talagi uweti di stoski dalustane han Lizzie udod. Ijul jukayelege uweti talagi nanda neha do no hi hune. Di don't know whiskey ge sen udod. Nu de nas tojuwa ani gayelege dini na whiskey unino sele Sequanid tojuwa di datinehi nidagalstanisra. Plaskin he hesti nigalstana. Sequanid unasa agusa sam tojuwa udehod. Anoji ayamwi yage sen agusa sam. Nulstanana ale uweti unino helan anizalaki anigusa ale aninoji. Daktahe agusa sam. Osta adelo kwaski gehe tojuwa. Udanto ale ton gawoniski gehe. Duyukta no leji yukta gehe. Sawu iyagayel tanel skoit skusonel skon. Tojuwa ani giduwagi ajista nigesta skadugi ditatini dohi gehe. Nahiyu jigesa Zalagi aneha. Aya tohi gehe. Une gujet nanda neha. Zalagi ayetli udigale yo zeng gesa. Dan kli anlena undalena unadalka. Squeeze dani yone ganehe. Pla unelagi elisa yigese. Ani yoneg du dotlasa udulihe. Ahya tasti anizalagi aneha. Ani yoneg das commission unotlane. Duni sesti aneha anizalagi. Das commission undulihe ayetli unitisti gadon anizalagi. Gadon unihe nikata anizalagi tla anisiyawi ha yigese. Ani yoneg undulihe duni neti gadon nikata anizalagi aneha. Nole duni skoltoti ani yoneg unteti gadon. Tla yunduliske anizalagi yinulstoti. Nigalstanuska anikituwagi din datinehi aneliske duyukta galohisti unkeuska. Unetlanahi dunkeusa uneliske anikituwagi. Anikayel hi'a nuniwe sela tojuwa chitohaleda talagi iyunatanti chikalo sohanski. Utadanesku didadlosti kalagodi unesti. Bob Ross du nae didadlosti tlaskin jujele yigese. Bob Ross udo John Ross gese. John Ross dalagi ugawi gese. Tojuwa Dikini Waters ale Wilson Gertie undu dele didadlosti widuni nesti. Dikini Waters didatini dohi ajistaniges daskadugi gese. Ale Wilson Gertie didatini dohi nuyuhi skadugi gese. Kohig jigesa didadlosti anisquango tane ugawiyuhi. Aseno John Ross uyo husele uwechi eliske didadlos dunjeli Ross dudatina gese. Plan ni God aninsa laki. Hia ani joi ani skaya John Smith wuni nase didadlosti widugisti. Didadlosti dun toli sawu eliske Bob. Okay, so now we're at the new part. Nole John Smith didadlosti we do ne say. Okay, nole, and then John Smith didadlost belts we do ne say. He went and got them, right? We do ne say. So then John Smith went and got the belts. Nole, then John Smith didadlost belts we do ne say. He went, the part of that means he went. We indicate some kind of motion away from the person who's speaking. Okay, sometimes it can be used to indicate a motion away in time or in physical space, which kind of messes with my mind, but that's how it is. We do so we know with the word do that it's he or she, and the object of the sentence is plural. So okay, unese would be he went or he got it. Okay, wunese, he went and got it. Okay, we do nese, he went and got them. We do nese. Sida du ni na on didadlosti ani gitu wagi. Okay. So sida still do ni na on. They still have them. Okay. That on at the end means that it's an ongoing action. Okay. So they still to this day, from that time to this, they have them. Okay? They have them something that's flexible. Okay? Something that's floppy. Didadlosti anikatu wagi. Okay, so they still have the belts, which is something long and floppy or something flexible. Anikatu wagi, the katuas. So the katuas still have the belts today. Okay, so sida du ni na on didadlosti anikatu wagi. So that's our sentences for today. So right here, nole John Smith didadlosti we do ne se. Okay, can you remember what that sentence means? Nole John Smith didadlosti we do ne se. So then John Smith, the belts, he went and got them. Sida du ni na on didadlosti ani gitu wagi. That sentence, do you remember what that sentence is talking about? Sida still du ni na on. They still habitually have them. Didadlost. Belts, anikatu wagi, the katuas. So the Ketuas still have the belts, okay? So I'm not sure exactly how much time we have left because my clock went weird, but we will, let's go back through and in the time that we have left, let's go and let's start here. Okay, so we're going to do a few things. We're going to read the sentences, then we're going to pick out individual words and we'll see how you do, okay? So, Hi'a ani jo'i ani skaya John Smith we knew na say didad losti we do gisti. Okay, Hi'a ani jo'i ani skaya John Smith we knew na say. Okay, so these three men, oh wait, I'm not supposed to tell you, right? Hi'a ani jo'i ani sky John Smith Wuni na say di dadlosti we do gisti. Okay, so gadohyat di dadlosti gadohyat di dadlost belts, right? Di dadlost gadohyat ani jo'i gadohyat ani jo'i ani jo'i. 3 people. Gadohyat wuni na say wuni na say wuni na say. Okay, they went and told him, right? Gadohyat hi'a gadohyat hi'a. This or these. Gadohyat ani skaya gadohyat ani skaya. Men. Gadohyat we do gisti we do gisti. He went and got them. Okay, he went to get them. Okay. Okay. Didad lost dun toli somo eliske bob. Okay. Didad lost dun toli somo eliske bob. Gadohyat eliske gadohyat eliske. He thought. Gadohyat didad lost gadohyat didad lost. Belts. Gadohyat dun toli somo dun toli somo dun toli somo. They just borrowed them. They just borrowed them. Nole John Smith didad losti we do ne say. Okay. Gadohyat didad lost gadohyat didad lost. Belts. Gadohyat nole gadohyat nole. And then gadohyat we do ne say we do ne say. He went and got him. He went and got him. Sida du ni na o didad losti ani katu wagi. Sida du ni na o didad losti ani katu wagi. Gadohyat ani katu wagi. Gadohyat ani katu wagi. Ani katu wagi. Ani katu wagi. The Ketuas. Gadohyat sida. Gadohyat sida. Still. Still. Gadohyat didad lost. Gadohyat didad lost. belts. Katohyat du ni naon, du ni naon. They have them. They have something flexible, right? Habitually, over time. Okay. So, that really brings us to the end of what we're going to go over today. Hopefully, you got a lot of good information out of today's lesson. I really enjoyed putting this together for you. There's some great information in there. Just keep listening to Cherokee. Keep listening to as much as you can. There are lots of sources online. You can search and find people speaking Cherokee. Make sure that, if possible, try to listen to first language speakers if you can, because there's, it's just kind of getting it right from the source, right? So from all of us here at Cherokee Nation and RSU TV, I just want to say, well, don't dago, honey.